Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Don't Be Average. In today's episode, you will learn about mean, median, and mode and why do we need them. Even though mean, median, mode come under descriptive statistics and they are also known as measures of central tendency, you may not believe, but all of us unknowingly calculate mean, median, and mode and we use it in our daily life a lot. I'll explain why they are called measures of central tendency. We'll also calculate each of them, and most importantly, in this video you will see how these terms are attached with our daily life. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Let's start with this example. Given these numbers, we are going to calculate their mean, median, and mode. To get the mean, we will add up all the numbers to get a total number. And then we will put this total number in the numerator. For the denominator, we will count how many numbers are there. We have 9 numbers here, and I have added up all these numbers in the numerator. So my mean is 37 divided by 9, which is 4.1. Next is median. Median is the middlemost number after we order all the numbers in ascending or descending order. Now let's first order these numbers. I am ordering them in ascending order. Now we have to find the number which is in the exact middle position. One way to find the middlemost number is we strike through 1 digits on both sides until we are left with a single number. After cancelling out equal number of items from both sides, in this case we are left with 5, which means that the median is 5. Now remember one thing, we will be left with one single number if you have odd number of elements in the series. Here total number of items is 9, which is an odd number. That is why in the final step we are left with a single number. If you had even number of data points, then you will have 2 numbers in the middle. In that case, the median would be the number which is in the middle of these 2 numbers. In our example, those are 4 and 5. So to find the number which is in the middle of 4 and 5, we can just add these 2 numbers and divide the sum by 2. Whenever you have even number of data points and you have to find a median, you will be left with 2 middlemost numbers. And then you just have to find their average, and that average would be your median. Now let's find mode. The term mode came from a French word à la mode, which means popular or fashionable. Mode is defined as the number which is the most common or which is more frequently occurring in the whole set. In this example, except 2 and 5, all the other numbers are appearing only once. 2 is repeating twice, 5 is repeating thrice. So the mode will be 5. Now let's see why mean, median, and mode are measures of central tendency. Let's say there are 10 students in a class and these are their scores in an exam. Someone who hasn't seen these numbers asks you, how did they score? Now without talking about each student's score, you will have to give an idea about their performance in that exam. What will you say? You can say they scored around 40. Or you can say they got 50 on an average. Or you can say most of them got 30. In the first sentence, you are telling the median. In the second one, you are actually telling the mean of these marks. And in the final sentence, you are talking about the mode. You see how easily you calculated mean, median, and mode during a conversation. What were you trying to do? By using each of these statements, you were actually trying to give a summary of this data by identifying a central position of this data. That central position is median in the first sentence and mean in second and mode in the third sentence. That is why they are called measures of central tendency. One more very important thing we need to know is why we have 3 such measures and not 1. When should we use median and not mean, and vice versa? That also you can identify now by looking at a few scenarios. As our example data, we have the marks obtained by 8 students in an exam. Let's say in this group, 2 more students have joined who have got 195 marks. Now if you calculate mean, it will be 30. You can look at this mean, but then you can feel that something doesn't add up. Because if you look at all the marks and see the mean value, you can find that this mean value does not reflect the score of a typical student in this class. Because most of the students have scored in a range of 10 to 18. That is why in this situation, we would like to have a better measure of central tendency. Let's calculate median now. Median is 13. Now that is a sensible representative of their scores. So these kind of scenarios where we have extreme values or outliers in the data, it is recommended to use median instead of mean. Now let's say instead of marks, we are talking about their departments. How will you summarize this data? You cannot calculate mean since this is not a numerical information. You cannot find median because there is no way to order them. But we can still find the mode, the most frequent one. If we say most of the students are from commerce, that gives a fair idea about this data, right? So whenever we have categorical data like this, we can use mode as a measure of central tendency. That is all about mean, median and mode. If you want to know how you can calculate them using Excel, Python or R, you can check out these videos I have put on the description. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next episode. Till then, take care and don't be average.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps.